Imagine this, bro. You're like 35. All your friends around you that are like the same age as you, they start creating families, getting married, buying their houses and everything. And you're home alone. You don't have a wife. You don't even have a fucking girlfriend. And suddenly you realize you're actually getting older. You're not that young anymore, and your whole life you basically never achieved anything. You basically wasted all of your life because you always said that you would do it later. I will work harder later. I want to party and everything. I will stop smoking later. I will stop drinking later. And suddenly there is like a shift in your mind. You don't tell yourself that you do the things later because you actually realize you're like getting old and everything. You're actually not that young anymore. So now you tell yourself it's already too late for so many things. Things that you told yourself in the past that you will do them later. So here you are, basically fucked up your whole life, partying every week, smoking, drinking, doing all of this shit that just harms your body and your mind. And here you are with a bad mental and physical health. You got like depression. You can't stand up without getting black-eyed, bro. And all of this fucking happened only because you didn't have a direction. You didn't care about having a direction for the future. I sat at home. I started hustling like a week ago, or maybe 2 3 weeks ago, and there was this old friend writing me. We would always like go to parties and everything, and obviously he would like write me, "Do you want to party? Do you want to come over and drink something?" And here I am, like I'm sitting in my chair, just got off of work, and I really wanted to go partying, go drinking, doing all of this fucking degenerate shit. But I just still resisted. And to be quite honest, it was actually pretty hard. It was actually pretty hard because I was sitting here. I was like all alone. I've cut out all my friends and everything. And it actually was kind of depressing. It was kind of depressing to not be able to go there. But still, I knew I need to go through all of this to get to the other side, basically. And it worked. It will always work. Because you're thinking about your future. You're starting to work on something, and in the beginning, it will always feel like shit. It will always like feel like complete garbage when you start to hustle really hard. When you like before this, you fapped 3 times a day and you played video games and you watched Netflix all fucking day long. It will always like in the beginning feel like complete garbage. You will feel like shit. You will want to stop working and doing all of this degenerate shit again. But you need to resist your desires. You need to resist those desires that just a rise. It's like completely normal. Especially when you start out, it's completely normal that you want to go back. So it's actually best to avoid those situations. To not even get in those situations where you even get tempted to do those things. But we both know, like, it's not really possible to always not even get in those situations because they will arise when we're like completely honest. Especially in our Western countries, there are so many fucking degenerates. Almost everybody is like, to some degree, degenerate. Everybody's drinking, so many people smoking, so many fuckboys and everything. So it's really fucking easy in our Western countries to get tempted to do those things. So we can't always avoid those situations. It was like Christmas, and I was like with my family and everything. We would celebrate Christmas, and it's like common sense that there's alcohol on the table. It's not like this hard alcohol, bro. No liquor or anything, bro. It's wine typically, and my family's drinking and everything. Luckily, it's like not my whole family. Actually, most of my family doesn't drink. As at least my closer family, like my mom, my brother, and everything. They all like not really drink. Maybe on Christmas, one glass or anything like this. But they don't really drink. So that's lucky for me. But still, there's like alcohol on the table, and some people drink and everything. It's always the worst when you're the only one on the table that just doesn't drink. You're like sitting there, everybody's drinking and everything, telling you to also like, dude, at least drink one glass or anything. So when there's like another one that also supports it and everything, it's easier to resist. But still, you need to resist in those situations. I knew my purpose in this situation, especially. I didn't want to drink. I have like my purpose in order. Why should I drink? It doesn't make sense for me to drink because in the end, I don't really get anything from it. And I got so many downsides. I won't be as focused as I could be for like 2 weeks. I will feel like shit the next day. And so many different other things that I actually don't want, bro. I don't want to like lose control over my body and everything. I'm fine with who I am, so I don't need to drink. Why should I drink, bro? It's really fucking hard. When like everybody drinks, when everybody drinks around you, it's really hard to resist. It was this random evening. There was no special occasion or whatever, bro. And at that time, I would tell myself I don't drink and everything. And we were like sitting at a bar. It's like this modern cool place, like with rich people and everything. And all my friends with who I was there, they would all drink like alcohol. and I'm sitting there and I'm drinking a fucking water. I'm not even drinking a soda because I'm tired. I'm like, I don't eat sugar. So I'm literally like sitting there drinking a water while everybody around me is like drinking alcohol. And when you're like used to drinking alcohol in the past, it's really fucking hard to resist then. So later in the evening, we would go to a different place and everything. I just couldn't resist. I just still drank with them. And later on, we went partying, everything, going in a club. And guess what? The next day, I would feel like shit. The next day, I didn't work. I watched Netflix the whole day, or almost like was like sleeping until 4 p.m. or whatever. Fucking up my sleep, fucking up my work, basically fucking up everything. Everything that I stand for getting crushed just because I wanted to have fun. But in the end, it wasn't even that much fun. At that time, my old identity just came back. My old identity came back at that time because I couldn't hold it up for so long. If you really want to change your identity for the long run, it takes a lot of time. A lot of time where you need to be strong and you need to resist every single desire. And that's actually, it's like fucking hard sometimes, but the reward is like super fucking great. I remember when I started self improvement, I've cut out everybody, only my family was there. I'm actually fucking grateful. I'm truly grateful for my family that they always were like there. Especially like my mom and my brother and my dad. Moving out today, it actually feels harder to be without people around you, to like cut out friends and everything. You think about it twice. Because in the end, there was always like your family around you. You could talk to them and everything, and at least you had like some social interactions. But when you're now like cutting out your friends, it's potentially that you don't speak to anyone for a while. Like it actually could be. Yeah, you're talking to people in your work and everything, but what if you don't work? You get like free time. You're not working every single day, don't you? So at that time, I stayed consistent for a long, long time. I've stayed consistent for over a year, forcing myself to really just do it. Going to the gym, working, reading, doing all of those things that actually got me to the position that I'm in today. And as I said in the beginning, it's always the hardest, and then it gets easier and easier. And at some point, there will come harder periods. And in those harder periods, you need to be stronger than you usually are. You just need to force this shit. You need to always remember why you even started it, why you want to go, what your purpose is. This really fucking helps when you know why you're even doing this. What's really important to you. Because in the end, you need to sacrifice many fucking things. Things that you don't want to sacrifice. So it's really, really important to know why you're doing this. Because only then you can push through. You can push through and you will get setbacks. You will get setbacks. It's like common sense. It's like the way of living. But then you need to get back up. And you need to keep on fighting. Further and further and further. It's just our lifestyle. And you need to like you need to be okay with this. You need to actually love this lifestyle of just sometimes fighting. Sometimes it gets hard, but in the end, if you look overall, the hardest times actually, sometimes when you look back on them, they were the best. Or at least they created the best things. The hardest things always like result in the best periods of your life. It's always like the case. And there always will be setbacks, bro. I could lie to you. I'm telling you. I could tell you if you using my principles, you will never get setbacks or anything. And you might be in this mindset that you won't get any setbacks. I was in the same mindset for such a long time, and it actually like I kind of had proof of it, but then I got setbacks, bro. So it's like common sense that you will get setbacks. You will fail and everything. It's actually a good and healthy process because in the end, then after you failed, you get back up and you start fighting again. You keep on fighting, and you will do better the next time. Maybe you will fail at the same point again, but then you do it again and and again and again. And at some point, you will succeed. When you never stop fighting, you will succeed. There's no fucking other way, bro. So, now imagine this, bro. You got your whole life on track. And your youth, not when you're like 35, you start hustling there. You started hustling when you were like 20 or even younger. You later on created your family and everything, and now you literally live a life that most people envy. You're fucking happy. You work all day long on something that you truly care about. You got a loving family. You basically have everything that you ever wished for. And you can actually appreciate it. Because all of this consisted of you working for something that you care about, that is actually valuable for you, that makes you happy. There are no depressing moments in your life anymore. No worries about anything. You got enough money. You will actually never need to worry about money ever again. Do you feel this weight coming off your chest? Chances are you're pressuring yourself right now to make money, do this, do this, do this, and then you almost create this weight on your chest. You got so many responsibilities, and that's actually a good thing, to be responsible for your life and everything. But it's also like going on your mental health. So it's really important to do something that you truly care about, not only because you want to make money or do something else or whatever, but because you truly want to do it. This is like the best feeling, to work on something because you truly want to work on it, not because you are obligated to do it. And you will get there. You will truly get there, bro. I truly believe in you. We will get there together. I will help you, bro. Just click the link in the description and I will show you how.